I honestly do not know why I did that or what that was about. Uh, I'm just here to give an update on how I've been since my father passed away on the 22nd of last month, the early hours of the 22nd. I've been observing my body almost like it's somebody else. Like I'm having an out-of-body experience. For starters, my immune system took a nosedive. I did cry a lot, as you heard in the previous post. I cried a lot. Memories, I was awash with memories, thinking about early childhood and growing up and how my relationship with my father developed and evolved over the years that passed, and things he said to me, things I said to him, the times we fell out and disagreed, which happened more as I was growing up than after, I had become an adult. So there was all of that to sit down and try to recapture and relive, almost as though I was desperately trying to hold on to very thin, very sheer threads of who my father was, almost like I wanted to keep him here physically, even though I know that that was not possible. I still do it. I still think about him every day that passes, sometimes in the morning, sometimes as I try to go through the activities of my day, and sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night, I just keep trying to pinch myself and trying to remind myself that my father's not here anymore. And like the space that he filled, the physical space that he occupied is now empty. There's nobody there. I cannot call him up on the phone. When I go home to our family house, he won't be there. I haven't gone yet because, of course, there's COVID-19 and everyone's on lockdown and staying home, or most people. But that's not the story for this broadcast. I've been observing how my body has been dealing with this after the physical shock and reaction of crying and weeping and all of that. On a biological level, on an emotional level, I have been observing how my body is dealing with this reality. I have had all sorts of things happen to my body, if not diarrhea that happened from the day that my father passed. For about 5 days after he passed, my bowel movements were just unpredictable. My stomach I already have irritable bowel syndrome, but I experienced the mother of them all so far. My stomach just would not give me a moment of peace. So everything I ate, I practically had to just pray that it wouldn't add to my already difficult problem. My stomach was distended, I had gas, I was in pain in my bowels, and I wasn't constipated. I was moving, I was evacuating my stomach almost Some days 3 times a day. It was that bad. And then before my father passed, I had started this facial regimen. I was on a mission I had pimple marks on my face and dark spots, so I was on a mission to clear all of them, and it was working. Most of the dark spots had started dissipating. There were just a few signs of them left. But about a week after my father passed, my face became the Amazon forest. Pimples everywhere, rashes on my forehead, inexplicably so, because I didn't use anything new. It was still the same regimen, although I must admit that there was a phase for a few days where I just didn't care if I washed my face or not. I did wash my face, but where I would wash twice a day, in the morning and at night, I started washing just once. Sometimes I wouldn't wash my face all day. I would wash at night before bed, and sometimes I would wake up and wash in the morning and then not wash at night because I just didn't care. I was sad. So yeah, that's the thing that changed. But maybe that's why I broke out, or maybe it's just stress speaking on my face. Add that to now my back hurts. I have back pain. It feels like there's tension all over my back, and last night was quite uncomfortable. It was so bad I had to put an ice pack on my back, and it helped, thank God. I put an ice pack on my back, for about 30 minutes, actually more than close to an hour of having ice packs on my back, and eventually it eased, but it's still there. Today I'm still having to be careful. I still feel the tension on my back. So why am I going on about these things? It just goes to show that even when you stop weeping, especially when it's someone that you really care about, even when you stop weeping for them, your body could still continue mourning. Because I think my body is mourning. I think that the stress of it, the trauma of it, is taking its toll on my body. And I guess I'm just going to have to ride it out and see what else develops and unfolds at this time. So I'm just observing it, and this being my couch where I can talk about life from my perspective and how it happens to me, I will just keep coming here and talking about this until I better understand how to manage the reality of my father no longer being here. May grace be abundant for all of us. May we find joy even in the midst of pain and loss. May there be something to be grateful for, something to laugh about, and enough love to share.